We're joined once again here, episode 7 of Tech Talks here, the 2023 football season, and I appreciate Coach taking time for us. And we weren't able to stream last week's game, Coach, but long trip down there. Seemed like maybe the first quarter we hung with them pretty good. I was looking over some game notes.
Yeah, we had some key guys that went down first quarter.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that decided the game, but
right.
You ain't got Stephon Shivers for mid first quarter to the end of the game. That makes a difference.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Yeah. That's a big hole to fill.
Yeah.
Man, I did see where he had gotten hurt. I guess, is he back or?
He's back. He's running good and everything. He just the trainer kept him out of contact today. But,
okay.
But he's running everything. He'll play Friday.
Okay, sounds good. I noticed some other players that weren't in pads. Do we feel to be pretty close to 100% going in Friday night?
I doubt 100%. Those guys will probably be somewhere around in the 75, 80%.
Okay. But as far as players playing, we won't have anybody marked out? Or
yeah, Isaiah Crawford's still out.
He's still out.
He still hadn't finished his concussion protocol yet.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, good luck to that man because we saw that injury when it happened down at Dresden. That was not anything anybody wanted to see for sure. Coming up this weekend, you got homecoming. I see band has marched past us. So if you're hearing band in the background, folks, they are practicing out here on the field. But that's okay. You'll be able to understand what we're saying. But it's homecoming week. How do you manage the distractions of homecoming with preparing for the game?
You just do the best you can. I mean, it's something that everybody's going to face throughout the season. So
yeah.
You just do the best you can and make sure you just keep reiterating, guys. Homecoming, we got a football game to play.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't matter what everybody else get to do with all the other distractions and stuff. We got to focus on playing the game.
That's right. You have a parade on Friday, and I know you all will be walking through that parade. And then we have a bonfire on Thursday night as well. They've got dress-up days throughout the week. Friday night is kind of that key moment of homecoming. Right. You know, if you can win that homecoming game, get that first win of the season, what would that mean to this program?
It means a lot to this program, man. We've been chasing that first win all season, man.
Yeah.
And it's just something we're gonna chase until we get it.
That's right. Well, you know, you talk about numbers being down in practice, and I want to talk about that just for a moment today and maybe get a little more understanding. Obviously, with numbers down, that does affect what you can and cannot do. I felt like today it looked like, just from looking out there, the amount of kids out there was more. I know you said you couldn't have everybody in pads today due to injuries. Are we seeing a little shift in that? Or is it still just kind of a touch-and-go thing right now?
I mean, it's still a touch-and-go thing. I mean, we had a key guy who didn't show up for practice today. We don't know where he went.
Oh, man.
He was at school all day today, and he just didn't show up for practice. I just wish they would show up for practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't coach what's not here.
That's right.
I mean, that's impossible. And I've said it before. I mean, missing a day a class in the classroom, I can make schoolwork up. You can't make practice up.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
So, do you know, like, have we been able really to put our finger on the why? Like, why are kids not showing up?
Man, that's how they've been in the past. I mean, just talking to Coach Ballard and talking to Coach Reed, he had the same problems.
Okay.
So, this has been a problem here in Humboldt for a while.
It's a culture issue.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
So, did we have that problem the first couple of weeks of the season, or was it
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not a new problem.
Yeah.
This is something.
We had it the month of June as well as July. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, looking at I'm not going to give it away, but I saw a few wrinkles kind of being thrown in today a little bit. A couple of plays that I haven't seen yet. Is that something you're adding to the playbook, or just something we've not ran yet this year?
I mean, every week, it's not that we add to the playbook. It's just something that's favorable for us to run. So we practice it. So,
sure.
You know, when you're watching film, you see things that you can take advantage of, and that's what we're doing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I saw Jay Agnew had another great performance special teams-wise. You know, I know on defense, I'm trying to pull that text. You had Eli Moore showing up.
Eli Moore is he may not be big in size, but man, that kid, he packs a punch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been dependable. He's been responsible. He's been in the right spots. He make plays.
Yeah, I was going to say, from the person taking the game notes for me last Friday night, it seemed like Eli was at the right place at the right time quite a bit.
Yeah, he make plays now.
Offensive Player of the Week, we're going to talk to him here in just a little bit.
Yeah, Nick, he performed pretty well for us Friday night. It's something that we've seen all along out of Nick.
Yes.
It's just, I mean, sometimes, sometimes kids get in their own way. And Nick is one of those, man. I try to talk to him about things that has nothing to do with football because he's going to be a great man one day.
Yeah.
And he's got to understand he's got to trust himself. And if he don't trust himself and believe in himself, why should anyone else?
He could be a great ambassador for this school.
Yes,
he
could be.
That's huge.
I tell him all the time. I mean, when I told him he was going to get interviewed today, I said, man, just get ready. You're going to be a CEO one day.
That's right.
You're going to run something one day, so just get used to this.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir, definitely so. Obviously, you've done some game planning. Halls is not a team that you can just sleepwalk through that game.
Absolutely not. No.
You know, you got them coming in for homecoming, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. I mean, with us this year, man, every game is going to be a fight. It's going to be a battle.
Yeah. So what do you expect out of them offensively this week?
They got a big back. They're going to run it downhill at us. We got to tackle the big guy. That guy's probably he ain't too much smaller than Stephon Shivers. So he's he's a big kid. So.
You know what's funny? I've got a guy. He runs camera for me, and he was talking to me at church the other night, and he's like, when they marched Stephon Shivers out there to kick that ball, which he had never seen Stephon kick, he didn't do anything with me last year. He's like, I thought, this kid ain't going to be able to kick nothing. And, so you can't always tell by size what's about to happen, but you're saying they've got a big back and they're going to run downhill.
They're going to run downhill. They're going to give him the ball and just let the chips fall where they may.
What's their main thing on defense that you're going to see out of them?
They blitz a lot. I mean, we got to pick that up, and people are going to blitz us. I mean, heavy game. If you notice during the season, man, they run a lot of A-gap stunts on us, and our guards got to be good at picking that up. So.
Wow. You know, it's a big game Friday night. I mean, if you can get that win against Halls, you know, that kind of can shift the momentum, and hopefully that will also shift the momentum of some practices as well. And I heard something today and it may have been happening more, and I haven't been out here on Wednesday as much as on Monday. I heard a lot of players leading today as far as talking quite a bit.
Yeah.
And you're not really necessarily all the time encouraging, but maybe getting on each other a little bit.
Yeah,
that's beneficial.
It is beneficial. I just wish it started, in the off season.
Yes.
I mean, if they don't hold each other accountable, I mean, it's hard on coaches, man.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, one thing I've always said, they're the biggest critics and they're the biggest coaches.
Yes.
I mean, they can get it done. They can coach each other if they come and get coached by us. I mean, they can hold each other accountable.
Are you thinking, I mean, I know you're in the hallways. Are kids holding kids accountable for not coming to practice? You think
not that I've seen.
Okay.
No, I haven't seen that. And that's one thing I talk to them about. How could you come to practice and give your all, and then you just let a guy walk past you who skipped the day before?
Yeah.
I would have a problem with that.
Well, sure.
I mean, anybody knows me and play football with me or work with me, they know I have a problem with that. That's an issue with me.
Sure.
So
sure. Just kind of a fun question. Do you know the pregame meal yet for Friday?
I do not know.
Don't know yet.
I don't know.
All right.
I think Class 81 is going to sponsor that meal. So whatever they're cooking at the tent, they're going to want our guys to come over there and get something to eat. So,
that's cool. Yeah. That's cool, and that kind of gives them an opportunity to meet some folks that have played for Humboldt.
Class 81 has been pretty big for us this year as far as helping us out with some things that we need, some financial needs that we need, and then at the same time feeding our guys. So
fantastic. Well, Coach, I know you've been a little under the weather, and glad you're back. And good luck Friday night. We want to get that win and kind of maybe turn some things around this season.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it.